Welcome back to Air Academy News. I'm Zim Reichert. This week we got a great holiday episode lined up for you.
And I'm Ellery White. Today we're going to be looking at Christmas forecasts, lights, cookies, and our final schedule before we finish the semester.
You're watching Air Academy News.
All right, let's kick things off with random news. Here, we rapid fire all the short but important things happening around Air Academy this week.
So buckle up. This week we're covering the Radium Girls play, some Christmas light safety, and the art showcase on December 5th.
2 weeks ago, Air Academy Theater put on a stunning performance of the fall play. Actors, set builders, and theater technicians were able to present their rendition of Radium Girls to an adoring audience. The play tells the tale of a group of hardworking women in the 1920s composed of watch dial painters. When faced with health concerns of the radium in the dial paint, they enter into a tense legal battle for their rights and well-being. Over the course of Air Academy's evening screenings, mobs of people were lined up outside the theater, waiting to get in. Concessions provided for libations for the audience, but also as a fundraiser for our performing arts program. While it may be too late to see their incredible play, many are excited for what next semester will bring when Air Academy Theater puts on their spring musical, Pippin. We'll keep you posted with any updates on theater and any performances here at Air Academy.
Yeah, I love the plays at Air Academy. I've done every one since I was a freshman, and it's just such a fun experience. We do like pre-show rituals and fun like community building activities, so you grow as an actor and a human being, and it's really fun. So I'd encourage.
The holidays are coming and cadets are heading outside to put up lights. Safety is a serious concern after the icy blast of weather we had last week. So whether you're climbing up on the roof or just stringing some lights on a tree, there are some safety tips that everyone should be aware of. First, when climbing up on a roof, be sure to practice ladder safety with a partner to help stabilize the base. If you're plugging in lots of lights into one outlet, you'll also need to be aware of how much juice the fuse can handle. And lastly, dress warm and take frequent breaks to avoid cold weather injuries. But most importantly, enjoy the outdoor tradition and don't end up like Clark Griswold. Air Academy parent Ben Hazelton tries to hit the Christmas lights before the cold comes around.
Well, definitely make sure you do it when it's sunny outside. Don't want to be climbing on the roof when there's a bunch of snow or ice and you come sliding off and who knows what you break or injure. So definitely don't want that. So I definitely make sure it's on a sunny day, looking at the 7-day forecast, and then also just make sure I have someone present when I do go up.
Last Friday, nearly every art elective set up shop in D Building for the annual showcase. Prospective and current students alike came with their families to explore what Air Academy has to offer. The broadcast journalism program allowed students to be on TV and become weather reporters. The film club hosted a quasi-movie night showing the brief clips of their previous films. Orchestra, choir, and theater welcomed any visitors with brief performances. The intention of the showcase is for each program to expand interest and participation in their respective classes. The night was a massive success. Over 150 people attended, and it seems that next year will be another successful year for all the programs that showed up.
Every week we look into a national event and how it impacts Air Academy. This week it's the holiday season.
It's important to remember there are so many different religious traditions and ways to celebrate. So today we're going to see how different families get together each winter. December brings a lot of busyness, like finals, New Year's resolutions, and various holidays. There are so many ways to celebrate, so if it's Hanukkah, Christmas, or just getting out of town, our students at Air Academy sure know how to spend their December. Christmas is a time for people to spend with their loved ones, eat good food, and continue their holiday traditions. Christmas is a Christian holiday to celebrate the birth of Jesus Christ, who is God in the flesh. Christmas has rapidly evolved with people taking their own spin on the holiday. So there are many different Christmas traditions, like opening a gift on Christmas Eve, or going ice skating, or picking out the perfect tree with your family. For Air Academy sophomore Olivia, one of her traditions is to honor her Catholic traditions with her family.
Basically like sing songs in Spanish, we eat and we pray, and we're basically like celebrating the new coming of Jesus.
Not everybody celebrates the holiday season religiously, though. Many people travel to all corners of the United States to see family over the holidays, from California all the way to New York. Some people want to travel to get somewhere where it's hotter or colder, depending on where they live. It's a holiday tradition for so many who have family in other places to visit people they usually don't see. Over 100 million people each year travel in the US alone. If you're flying, make sure you arrived at the airport at least 2 hours early so you don't miss your flight. If you're driving, watch out for snow and ice, because people commonly get into accidents during the holidays. One of our cadets is going to LA to spend time with his family.
So this holiday season, I'm gonna go to Los Angeles and then Vegas. So we're gonna stop in Vegas for about 2 nights, go to a concert, and then we're gonna be driving straight to Los Angeles to go meet my aunt.
Hot Takes is a segment to deep dive on a controversial topic being chatted about in the school hallways. This week's Hot Take is all about our final schedule.
That's right. I've heard a lot of people talking about that in the halls. Sophia Maddox is going to come and lay out both sides so that you can decide. What's up, Sophia?
Thanks, Sam. If last spring's final schedule seemed like a hassle to you, you aren't going to be happy with this semester's finals layout. In years past, all finals were given in the morning and students were free to leave in the afternoon or stay for supervised cat time, like a half-day schedule. However, this schedule did not fit certain Board of Education requirements, so a group of our district principals got together and proposed a change.
The final schedule for this fall 2025 semester goes from Tuesday, December 16th to Friday, December 19th. On Tuesday, we have the Silver 1 and 2 finals in the morning, followed by the Silver 3 and 4 classes in the afternoon. Wednesday is the same, but with Blue Day classes. The second half of the week is where it gets complicated. On Thursday, students have the Silver 4 and 3 finals in the morning, but have the Silver 1 and 2 classes in the afternoon, the classes in which they already took their final 2 days before. Friday is the same, but with Blue Day classes. Cadets are upset about this confusing and seemingly pointless schedule. Why are students taking the finished classes again?
Right, so what I really loved about last year's final schedule was I just thought it was so simple. Right, you had your B1, B2, B3, B4 in the morning, and then your S1, S2, S3, S4 in the morning like it's always been. And I feel like that was easier on students and on teachers because it just kind of eliminated some of the stress that goes along with not knowing what classes you're going to take which day. And also I feel like it motivated productivity because you're not spending time doing busy work for classes that you already took final for. So I really like that.
According to the official final schedule posted around AAHS, the afternoon classes on Thursday and Friday are designated for makeup work, studying, and working with teachers. After talking to our counselors and admin, we learned that the Board of Education has a requirement for all schools to have a certain number of educational minutes by the end of the year. If that number of minutes is not reached, school would extend further into May and we would be getting out of school later. The CAP minutes included in last spring's final schedule did not end up counting as educational minutes for the district. Due to that, our district principals got together and were forced to propose a new schedule. This is the one they came up with. Counselors encourage students to effectively utilize this extra time.
How they have counted minutes has changed according to the Colorado Department of Education. And so since there was not necessarily instruction happening during those times, they had to code those minutes differently. And what that ended up being is at the end of the year, we would actually would have been short on some educational minutes. So this year they went to a different change. And I know sometimes change can be hard, but I do think that a lot of students are going to be still utilizing those times to do some studying, going to see some teachers as they can.
So the real question is, would students actually utilize the extra time given to them, or is it a waste of time if they have nothing left to do? On the other hand, do we really want to get out of school later than May 22nd? You decide. Back to you, Zim and Ellery.
Next up, Club Spotlight, where we get a chance to highlight a club at Air Academy and see how they've been doing lots of work throughout our school. Pride Club gets the spotlight this week.
Pride Club meets every Friday during lunch in room 411. It's a space where students can come together, connect, and support one another. The club creates a safe place for conversations, friendships, and community building. It's open to anyone who wants to learn more or be a part of a positive environment. The Pride Club is open to all students, whether you're a part of the LGBTQ community or just want to learn more and be an ally. From discussions and activities to celebrating diversity on campus, the club works to make Air Academy a more inclusive and understanding place. To learn more about what the Pride Club offers, Ms. Roche is the teacher who hosts the club in room 411. She loves providing a safe place for these students to gather.
We would love to have people come in and bring good ideas on how to make it more successful, or to advertise that we are here and a place for people to find like this.
Big shout out to Pride Club for everything they've been doing. But now it's time for Cadet Sports TV.
The fall season is in the books, and Nolan Obringer is in the studio to walk us through some winter previews. Take it away, Nolan.
Thanks, guys. Today on Cadet Sports TV, we are looking at the introduction of our winter sports as we say goodbye to our fall sports. Both girls and boys basketball teams are gearing up for our season, while our wrestling team started its season on the 11th of December. Let's kick it off by previewing this year's Lady Cadet basketball team.
The dynamic of this upcoming girls team is very different from the 24-25 season. The team lost a significant number of upperclassmen leaders, including seniors Tatiana Brown, Lydia Flowers, Rama Kamash, and Olivia Chura. So the girls are looking at a very different culture this year. Yet so far, they are facing a 3-game winning streak. Although the girls are missing some significant leaders, there is no doubt that the promising youth on the team is one of its greatest strengths. Last year's varsity included 9 underclassmen, 7 of which were freshmen, and ultimately contributed to their 26-1 record. Their promising talent will lead this team towards a positive season and lasting relationships. Captain, returning champ, and their only current senior on the squad, Kinley Asp, will be the heart of this team as she continues to lead her young teammates with values she carries from last season and new ones they'll make towards another great season. Coach Rocchio says the team strives to improve when working together and are very competitive.
Our goal is to get better. First of all, we have to come together as a team. There's got to be good chemistry. There's got to be trust. So we do a lot of team building activities to do that.
Now let's shift over to boys basketball as they head into the new season. After graduating 2 key seniors, Sam Brennan and Tommy Tiger, and finishing last season with a 3-20 record, the team enters the new year determined to turn things around. Coach Richie Perea made it clear moving into the offseason that expectations are rising and the team needed to take a big step forward. Now in his second year at the helm, he had time to settle into the program, and he's confident this group can look completely different on the court. A strong core of returning players, including Brody Winnett, Jackson Gore, Levi Wyman, Tegan Morse, and Caden Mai, are expected to lead the charge. Coach Perea shared his thoughts on this year's lineup, saying he feels that there has been a dramatic shift in culture across the team, both on and off the court.
I feel the culture just kind of shifted, that these seniors are really leading by example, getting, if somebody's not going hard, they're being vocal, making sure that every single day we're showing up. It's not just kind of going through the motion. It's, hey, we're here to work, we're here to get better, we're trusting the grind, and then we'll follow the process and see where it takes us at the end of the season.
Many players continue basketball year-round through club and tournament teams, sharpening their skills and putting in work throughout the offseason to elevate their game. Team captain Caden Mai is one of those players. When asked about how he felt about his teammates this year, he agreed with Coach Perea, sharing that he feels there is an entirely new dynamic surrounding the team this winter season.
Yeah, the culture's changed completely because this year we have energy all practice, every practice, and when one person's down, everybody else is picking them up. Last year we didn't have that, so the culture's a lot better this year, and I think that's going to affect us on and off the court.
The Air Academy boys wrestling crew kicked off their season last week with a quad meet as they host Chaparral, Rampart, and Liberty wrestlers. Chaparral is a top 3 contender in 5A, but the cadets handled them without breaking a stride. When the dust settled, Air Academy chalked up a big 60-11 win against Chaparral. Air Academy sent a dozen wrestlers to state last year, and they're looking to do even more damage this year. Standout wrestlers like Michael Saba and Dario Gallegos are in recognition, and they are looking forward to future meets after the holiday break.
Well, that about wraps up our Cadet Sports TV. Me personally, I'm really excited for our basketball games to go into the crowd and just have a good time.
Yeah, our Cadet Sports Live team is actually going to go out into the winter and film a hockey game and cover everything. So if you're at home, and you can still tune into the game.
Did you hear our wrestling live stream? Got like 300 people watching.
Yeah, that was the biggest in Cadet Sports Live history.
So we did have our first snow day a couple weeks ago, and it was a nice midweek break. And if you're traveling for the holidays or had relatives coming into town, Sawyer Puno has the holiday forecast in the Weather Tracker 3000.
Alright guys, I wanted a white Christmas this year. It is not gonna happen. We have highs in the 50s, lows in the 30s, and of course, if you have family coming in town, they'll all be safe and sound. Merry Christmas, Skodets.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to Culture Kitchen. I'm Adriana Gutierrez, and you are here for our first ever holiday Christmas cookie bake-off edition. So let's meet our chefs.
I am Miss Jen. I'm one of the pairs here in AN. And then, yeah.
My name is Ezreal. I'm a junior here at Air Academy. Awesome. So let's dive right in and talk about what goes into your dough for today.
All right. So I usually start out with doing the sugar, eggs, butter. And then I usually add half of vanilla, half almond extract. And then I just use flour and mix it all together and chill it, and then start rolling it out.
Awesome. Okay, what goes into your dough? What's different about today?
Mine's very similar, except we have a little bit of an extra process on the butter and the sugar. We like whip it up to make something like creamed butter. And then you add in the eggs, flour, sugar, water, and it makes a nice little dough.
So Miss Jen, sugar cookies can be kind of hard to prepare. So what would you say is the most difficult part of the process for you?
I think the dough for me is pretty normal for me to prepare. It's the waiting time for it to chill. That's where sometimes I get antsy, where I'm like, all right, why do we have to wait so long? But you definitely need it so then you can roll it out without it sticking. And I feel like the flavor kind of sets in a bit more as well. So when we do it that way.
Awesome. And Ezreal, what would you say is the difference in your preparation? What can be kind of hard about that?
For me, it's definitely the icing. When it comes, I like to make homemade icing, and it's sticky, it gets everywhere, and making all sorts of colors is definitely a big issue. But it's fun.
So how'd your Christmas cookie tradition start? Like, why is this so important to you?
We actually, back when I used to live with like all my parents and stuff, we used to do a lot of icing all together. And so I just learned at some point, might as well make my own cookies and my own icing.
Yeah, definitely. All right, so we have finished rolling out our dough. Can you tell me about the shapes that you've prepared? Have you picked them out special for us?
Nothing too special, but just all sorts of Christmassy designs, you know, like a little gingerbread girl and an angel, some stockings and mittens, you know, just classic Christmas stuff.
Oh, I love it. So what does the baking process look like? Do you have to be careful about them getting bigger in the oven?
Only a little bit of rising, but if you chill the cookie dough beforehand, it should be totally fine and stick to like the design that you came up with.
Oh, sounds good.
See?
You're welcome. So Miss Jen, can you tell me a little bit about your love of baking and sugar cookies?
Yes. So I started actually baking probably about 5, 6, when I was 5 or 6 years old with my grandma. So loved baking Christmas cookies. Couldn't wait to climb up on that chair where I was able to just start doing the sprinkles, sorry. And then each year I got more and more certain jobs that I got to do. And so that was usually our tradition that we did for years.
3, 2.
All right, so we have finished cutting all of our cookies, if you wouldn't mind handing me that, and we can start loading them into the oven. So, Ezreal, what is your favorite Christmas cookie memory?
Cookie memory? Honestly, just icing them all with my family. It's like one of the best times of the year. We're all together, and it's tons of fun.
Yeah. So what is a Christmas cookie tradition that you guys have?
We actually do a type of Christmas cookie like White Elephant, so everyone's gonna make a bunch of different types of cookies and we spread them around, and it's just a really fun time.
Amazing. And very important question for you both. What is your favorite Christmas song?
It's a good one. Do you have one? I do. What is it? It's called Donde Está Santa Claus, and it's a cute little kid song.
Cute.
Yeah.
Okay, let's put these cookies into the oven. So what temperature do these go at?
They go in for 350 for 12 minutes.
Nice. This is that. All right, the cookies look amazing and they are ready to decorate.
And we'll be sharing the icing. Yes. Oh, thank you. You're welcome.
So, Miss Jen, can you tell me about your favorite gift that you have ever gotten for Christmas?
So I think I'd have to go with when I was about 6 years old and I got the Barbie dream house. Loved it. I wanted it so bad. I loved it.
That is so amazing. What was your favorite gift?
For me, I actually got a kitten one Christmas. It was my little gift and it was awesome. It was a family cat, but you know, he basically belonged to me.
That's so sweet. What are your plans for this Christmas? Are you guys going out? Are you staying in?
This Christmas, I'm actually heading out to California. That's where all my family is. So we'll be spending a good amount of time over there.
That's awesome. What about you, Miss Jen? What are you doing for Christmas?
So we'll be sticking around. My kids will both be coming home. We actually are gonna celebrate early this year, Christmas, but just sticking at home. Everybody's coming. Gonna enjoy my babies being home.
Amazing. All right, so if you guys don't mind, I would love to try some of your cookies.
Yes.
Give an honest review to our first edition of this Bake Off.
All right.
Yeah, that's just coming home with me. That's that's really good. Okay, hard to beat. So I'm actually just gonna take this tray to my house and eat cookies all Christmas. You guys absolutely killed it. It is so awesome.
Thank you.
Congratulations to you both.
Thank you. It was a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, tons of fun.
Got the Christmas cookies out here. Let's give it a try.
These look so good.
Yeah,
You like it?
that's great.
They're so cute.
What's your favorite Christmas cookie?
I really like peppermint bark. I don't know if that counts as a cookie, but I really like it.
Yeah, nice. I really like the peanut butter blossoms with the Hershey kiss in the middle.
Those are good. Yeah. Are you doing anything fun for break?
I think my brothers are coming home for Christmas from college and going to be able to hang out with friends and family. What about you?
Fun. I just have a bunch of family coming in town.
Right on. Thanks for a great first semester. We'll be back in January with all the second semester goodness. Have a great break, and as always, Skodets!